Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast with me, Matt. Maybe 3v3 for you all on Arnhem checkpoints, or a 3v3 version of the map. Let's go through the players. Represent the allies, we have Abel the Ghost as US Mechanized straight out the gate. We have Matthew 117 as Royal Tank with hammer specialization. And Redback as Royal Armored. Okay, that should be an interesting one. It's not picked between the specialization yet though. Represent the Axis. We have Commander section as Sturm Tactics for the Mthis. Jacket as Propaganda Tactics for the Mthis. And Lenin your hand as Panzer Division for the Wehrmacht. So we have a fight here somewhere in Germany, probably southwestern Germany because of the Vineyards. I'm pretty sure they have vineyards down in Bavaria. Regardless. So we have a Wallonian, not Wallonians actually. Where is the Wallonians? There they are. Yeah, Wallonians coming in, some essentially some alt-right Belgians fighting for the Nazis. And now we're seeing more British troops coming out of the field. No Volkssturm actually, just the Totenkopf Sturm Grenadier. Okay, interesting. So we're not going to see quantity play from the propaganda player. We're going to see quality play, I think. It also works pretty well depending on your playstyle. Propaganda can do basically both. But we're going to have a fight here in the center at some point. Looks like the British are still trying to get around to take these vineyards, but there are some pioneers holding up by some sandbags, holding them at bay. Both grenadiers are coming in as well, and some grenadiers behind it. Well, the Waffen-SS and the Wallonians are going down here. So the Totenkopf will fight in the center of this town. Ooh, those rifle sections are in trouble. Have a setting up in the structure. But these Sturm pioneers are in a good central position behind these sandbags. Bulldog with an MG42 coming out. Americans are fighting down here in the... I believe I call this an apple farm or something. That's at least what I think it is. Because I'm not an expert in agriculture, I'm afraid. I'm pretty sure apples come from trees, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they come from trees because apple trees are a thing. Wallonians are doing too hot here against the riflemen. Now, Wallonians are cheaper quality infantry if you're playing as SS Sturm. So they are not as good as Sturm Grenadiers, but they will still do decently. Vertical Jeep coming out. That'll cause some issues for these Wallonians. Oh, that was a cheeky impact grenade. Killing all the Americans inside. Americans are taking heavy losses already. That's not good. The Waffen-SS have secured the center of the town here. And even the Wehrmacht is doing pretty good against the British up here, forcing the British to get off. Yes, the Germans have gotten the upper hand here, or an MG42 arriving as well. Pickup coming in for both SS players. MG34 being set up by the Sturm Tactics to cover the southern flank. And the armored troops are pushing up here. 11th Armored. Alongside the 7th Armored. That's not looking good for the British though, they have a lot of Germans to deal with. How's this? Oh yeah, those stabbers got mowed down in the open. Yeah, this is not looking good at all. The allies need to coordinate a little bit better, I think. And get some more weapons out in the fields. Oh, good rifle grenade though from the rifle section. Destroying the Kugelwagen. Vertical coming up for the US of A here. But there's still... Oh, there you go, now it's fine. But the Sturm Grenadiers are behind heavy cover. Good to go. What the Allies gonna do? We also have some mechanized troopers arriving. Unique squad available to use mechanized. That's probably a dead re-echelon. That balloons are killing them. We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out. Sturm Grenadiers getting close. They're gonna throw a splintering grenade. Well, that's a good throw. But they only killed one guy. MG42 now opening fire here in the Vineyards. And more cavalry troopers arriving for the US of A. They just need some men on the battlefield. British are going for mortar by looks of it. Universal Carrier has arrived for one of the British players being armed with the Wasp flamethrower. Which could help, because it doesn't look like the Germans have gotten any Panzerfaust yet. They only have a have an anti-tank grenade on the grenadiers here. 2-1 is coming out shortly though. That MG42 might be in trouble.
The bunker has been converted to an emergency medical station.
But now they know this, it's driving around this universal carrier.
Go ahead, someone shoot us!
The Valorians are going for the cutoff point here. They're going out. They did manage to decapture the point though, and the Valorians are pushing up very aggressively. Firing a rifle grenade. And MG34 supporting them as they push up. That's very good utilization of the MGs. They're not looking good for the Americans here. British are also pushing a little bit up now, and the Wasp is going to flank. Getting some fire shots in on the machine gun, but the Vineyards seem to cover most of it. 2-2 is coming up now, but that can be cleared. Both destroyed each other's main gun. That's a fun little coincidence right there. It looks like the Universal Carrier is going to get back to friend lines.
Ready to move.
The Universal Carrier has arrived with the Lieutenant. Baker's arriving for the other British player there that's holding that flank. Scout car arriving here for the US of A. But it's running straight into the MG34 with armor-piercing bullets loaded. But it's not doing a lot to pierce the front. That scout car is surprisingly holding up, giving time for the mechanized troopers to get close. Now the problem is the Allies need to recapture this point. The Stormfree arriving for the SS here, and MG34 also. Probably going to set up in the church or somewhere else. It looks like it's setting up there in the center. Mthis has to set up a forward HQ right there. Very risky position. It's very close to the front line, but I suppose on this small map it will do. Valorian battle group called in with MP34s. Not a good position for these riflemen. They might be in trouble if this MP34 starts firing. Oh, that 30 cal's being very risky. Especially with another MG34 here on the flank. That's going to be in a big crossfire. Yeah, probably should not have pushed that up, I think. But the British are advancing on the Vineyards. 2-2 does not have much to kill it, though. Only if that Wasp can get close to burn it. Looks like the British are mostly retreating. Probably to get some more units. How many units arriving for the US of A here? Need to get into a better position out in the open. The MB-34s will cut them down. Oh, that's a very risky maneuver from these common engineers. Again, they're stuck in the crossfire and the MG opens up.
We just lost a unit.
And the good thing is, the Valorians no longer have Panzerfaust. They used to have Panzerfaust, which made them very, very utilitarian. They could do practically everything you needed them to. M20 is being suppressed by the machine gun up here. When it's suppressed, it's not gonna be able to get up and fire again. It gives the Valorians time to support this Pack 40 coming up. But that's not good. There goes the M20. The Valorians push again. 2-2 went for the went up here, but it did not take a lot of damage actually. Panzer F1 arriving as well. But it's definitely in a little bit of a hard spot. The Allies are all in a hard spot here.
Weapon crew lost.
They take out the 2-2 though. But the Americans have not had it good. That pack is getting some good shots too. Kopf is taking up hold in the central town here. More of their officers arriving as well. Untersturmführer and Hauptsturmführer has arrived. We also have a Lieutenant for the Wehrmacht present. Valentine is present, but Sturmgrenadiers do have Panzerfausts. American riflemen simply just can't move up to take that point. Germans are covering it too well.
Supply half-track is in action. Standing by for setting of
6
command.
pounders coming up for the British, and Coldstream Guard arriving as well. Unique unit available to armored. Really good rifle section. Arriving with American equipment, but they're getting a Bren gun on top of it. That's a good mix. Now, the Americans have ensured that the Germans are not getting fuel from this point at the moment, but this cutoff point is still just denying themselves their own fuel. And the Bavarians just push up as aggressively as they can. And they're just mowing down all those American troops. That's not a good sight. More Bavarians pushing up. These ones have been armed with Sturmgewehrs. That can make them exceptionally lethal. Especially for such a cheap infantry squad. Because they're going to flank them vertical. But they managed to turn around in time. But now they're opening fire.
Rifle squad ready for action.
And that's the power of them right there.
Crew just got wiped out.
Panzerjäger shot from a Panzerstruck destroying the Valentine. Oh yeah, the Allies are definitely suffering. Most of the Wehrmacht is trying to make a push here. British mortars in peril there. Also, the Hauptsturmführer has been armed with an LMG they found on the ground. Boomer coming up. Mechanized force arriving inside an armored car. Landmarks being prepared by the Wallonian SS.
Attention! Orders!
And the British need something more out there. They're getting another Valentine. But will it be enough is the question. As the F1 is advancing on this flank now. Tank on up section should probably get inside the building. Piet shot being fired though. Overshot. Another Piet shot. Also overshot. It's not the most accurate weapon. Good grenade though. That was a good Gavin bomb, but it was not enough. We're pushing up on the American lines. Stuart coming out for the US of A. Hauptsturmführer is almost taken out by the Valentine and British troops. But Germans just keep pushing up here bit by bit.
Supply half-track is in action. Standing by for setting of command post.
Rifle sections are trying to push up here. Artillery called in. Because that might be a fake barrage, okay? But they don't know that. Good grenade there from the Volksgrenadiers. Puma trying to flank the Valentine. That Puma has to pull back. So does the Valentine though.
Half-track is ready for orders.
Half-track arriving for the US of A. Probably not the choice I'd go for. But I don't know what he plans to do. It could be something good. And that's another bad... It's gonna be a bad idea to enter that building, I think. There's a lot of Germans here ready to shoot at it. Yep. Including an F1.
Contact! MG-42!
It's also still a Pack 40 down there.
Taking effective fire!
And it has double pack. So they're covering the southern flank pretty well with anti-tank equipment. I believe you could actually flank down here on this version of the map. Well, I don't think they're gonna do that. 10mm for the US coming out.
Pay attention. Orders.
Not looking too hot here for the British. Double Bren now on these guys. That's a lot of machine guns. What are the Allies gonna do at this point? That's the question.
Waiting orders.
Goliath coming out, oh god. Double Goliath actually, oh shit, okay. Looks like the SS is going in for demolition mode this time. SEGA been equipped in this assault brigade. Pretty handy upgrade for them. And a Vickers emplacement being set up there.
Sod it! We've been spotted!
They definitely helped them hold that line for a while.
Reading.
Valentine ready to move again. Stewart is almost prepared. Mechanized Lieutenant present as well. Loads being pushed back there. I don't think we have the Goliaths arriving short. 3 Goliaths! What are they planning to do? They're gonna drive into the American base and blow it up? That would be one usage of them. Yeah, the Allies need to push somewhere. Somehow. Stuart moving into the center here, but there should be a Panzerjäger nearby. Well, the Allies having light vehicles at least, that is going to help somewhat. Deutschland Panzergrenadierdivision arriving for the Wehrmacht here. Or being equipped with an LMG-42 and scopes and scope geweers. Hope to fight in the terrain up there in the Vineyards. Probably some terrain they're probably pretty decent at. That's a thing they're considered light recon infantry. They're good in rough terrain. Oh, Goliaths are pushing! Milonians will try to cover them. Now there is a 50 cal though, so they are probably gonna get shot to pieces.
Just got a report of an infantry
Oh, Goliaths is coming for it.
out.
There they go, they both go. Probably not the wisest use of munitions, but fun.
Send over.
That's something we see done every day. You need to take out that F1 no. Also, is trying to secure the point here. They have a Hauptmann nearby, but he's meant to be inside a tank, so it's not really that good out in the field. Falling in artillery though. Hacks, however, keeping his front line secured by for the Germans. Or should I say Bavarians at this point? And not looking good for the British side of the front line.
Enemy attacking! This time! No target!
Oh, well, the Allies have just not had a lot of good luck in this match. The Axis have been very competent here in holding him.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
And the Puma's now coming up too. But yeah, you could flank down here, as you can see. They just didn't do it.
We lost a gun crew.
And again, I don't blame them because this map is normally not made for 3v3s. Normally a 2v2 only map. Looks like the Puma went down. But the Allies have slowly been tightened more into their base. You also have the King's Own Yorkshire light infantry in the field. Unique unit also, I don't need unit. Oh, we actually seen a flank!
Threatening a capture point.
Like, you can easily flank here.
RAF here deployed, awaiting orders.
Stand by! Stand by!
But the Allies are lacking in munitions, so that's bad. Now, without munitions, they cannot really fight. Yeah, that's a very risky move, especially with all the packs here. Now the Bavarians are coming out too. Bavarians with the Sturmgewehrs are still pretty potent, despite their nerf that they no longer have Panzerfausts. They're still good infantry. Like, there's no reason to not use at least one of them if you're playing as a Sturm. 80 taking heavy shots there. The Americans practically lost everything again. Yeah, it's not looking good here for the Allies at all.
One of our fighting positions
Panzer F1 is pushing up.
receiving fire.
Oh, we also have a Gauleiter present. Essentially a Nazi regional governor appointed by Hitler himself. Heavy able to propaganda tactics is your final officer. 9-man squad, as you can see, mostly a bodyguard of Volksturm. Panzer 4J arriving out to push up in the Allies' base. There's nothing they can do. Because the Germans were just way too strong in this one. They pushed way too fast and did it very well coordinated. The Allies just could not do it. Happens sometimes. We do have a Churchill arriving. Churchill Mark IV.
Our headquarters are
Will that be enough? The Germans don't have a lot of AT equipment at the moment, so potentially. But it is arriving a little bit late. Well, the Air Force coming in too.
One of the HQ buildings has been destroyed.
Artillery called in around the Churchill. That'll make the British have to move quickly.
HQ is under attack.
Now those crews are gonna have to get out of there. Well, it looks like the Allies surrender. Like, I honestly don't blame them considering the situation, but the Churchill could potentially have been an attempt at pulling out. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this short one. I'll see you all in the next one, everyone. Bye bye.